level of voter suppression across the country. Some people over in the southeast are even sleeping in the polling units just to ensure that they're registered and they get their PVCs. Some people are also being access to register for their PVCs, and some people have also been beaten up. We've had stories of voters who have been beaten up in Lagos, for example, and across the nation. So these are issues that we would like to address today, and to see how we can also, contribute our own quota in ensuring that everyone and no one is left out and no one is being disenfranchised from their PVC registration, and also exercising their civic responsibilities. Um, First of all, I think one of the major challenges that we are facing, aside the voter suppression, is the misinformation that we all have as Nigerians. There are many people who don't know what and what to do, where to go to register for their PVCs, who and who is eligible, like polling units, and the rest of them. And those are the things that we are going to be discussing today. So without further ado, I don't know if who is going to be our special guest today. Um, can hear me, so I can make him the speaker, and then we can start from there. Hello, Prince. Can you hear me? Just a moment. I'm going to. Hello, Prince. Henry, can you hear me?
Theodore, I think Prince
Hello, good
Henry is
evening.
still a listener.
Yeah,
Okay, now he's
yeah,
a
good evening. I
co-host.
think
Okay,
I'm
he's up
on
now.
now. We're
No, you
dealing
Okay,
are.
it's
with
here.
we're dealing with network, so
Okay.
we're going to have to make use of a good network whenever we have it. So let's continue. Let's start and have this discussion underway. First and foremost, I want to talk them. I want to genuinely thank you, Dr. Theodore, for having me as your guest speaker today. And I want to thank all Nigerian oh, I wish this had happened in 2015. We would not have had what we have today.
Mazi from Mazi, who's representing the POSN. I don't know if Henry.
I think I can hear you loud and clear, but I think your network is slightly breaking. I was
Henry, can
listening
you hear?
to Henry's.
Okay. So I
Henry,
will
can you go ahead,
Henry, I just
please?
want to highlight some things that are very necessary at this point. The first one is, what are the things? I think one of the first things that we actually need to do is inform.
So, sorry everyone. I think the host is having some challenges with the connectivity. Now, Mr. Henry Shield, Prince Henry Shield, if you can hear me, you may please continue with your introduction and take the floor. You can kindly unmute yourself. Henry, are you there?
Yes, I am. I can hear you clearly. Good evening again, everyone, and thank you so much for this civic duty that you guys have embarked upon. Um, We might not understand or we might not actually appreciate, but this is history in the making. This is us actually taking back our country. I don't know if the organizers of this event understand the import of what you're doing today and its ripple effect in the overall well-being and progress of Nigeria as a nation. We've always had challenges encouraging people to go and register for their PVCs. In 2018,
how to go about, for example, registering their PVCs or transferring their pooling units or updating their records, or even how they can get a replacement of their PVCs, their lost PVCs or their damaged PVCs. So before Henry takes over the mic, I think I'm going to be explaining that a little bit. So that at the end, if you have any questions, we can also help you with that. At the end of the space as well, we are going to try and probably create a very short clip to enlighten everyone on how to transfer the pooling units through a video, a clear video online, because most of these things that we actually go to the office to do can be done online. First of all, it is very important that we know that it is only those who have attained the age of 18 are eligible to register for their PVCs and vote as well. And most of the online PVC registration at the office to do online. For example, the transferring of pooling units, you can also do it on their official website, the INEC official website. I'm going to be posting it as well after this space, so that people who still don't have the website can also check. To transfer your pooling unit, you can do it online. To update your records, for example, you've changed your name, or you want to change your age or something on the PVC, you can also do that online. You don't need to go to the office to stand in a long queue. For those who are going for replacement of PVCs because their PVCs has been lost or damaged, you can also do that online. Everything is just on the official website of the INEC, which is cvr.inecnigerian.org. Okay, you can actually do that online for the lost or damaged PVCs, or you can also go to the office. But in order to get to the office, you need to go with a signed affidavit that you take along with you for them to replace your PVCs. The other aspect that I would also like to highlight is that the PVCs, whether you registered in 2015 or you registered in 2019, all those PVCs are still valid. As far as your VIN number is clearly written on the card, your names are actually very, it can be readable, your names, and also your picture is showing. I think you wouldn't have any problem in voting in the coming election. So bear it in mind that your PVCs are permanent and they do not expire. Also, countless of time I've had people probably registering again, having a double registration. What the INEC does is they cancel the first one, so they cancel the second one that you register, and keep the old one. So in order to review your voter status, you can also do that online to be sure that you are still eligible to vote and your PVCs are still valid. Probably to see if you need to do your biometrics or if there's something left for you to do in order to finish the process. So please avoid double registration so that you don't get cancelled in order to vote in the coming election. Other things that are also very important that we talk about is um, in the polling unit. I think the only major people who needs to actually go there is those who haven't voted before, those who haven't gotten their PVCs before, because every other steps is just online. There have been reports that the online platform has been very easy of late. So I think that is something we can actually come up with an idea on how we can go about it. Probably sending INEC a notice about that so they can stabilize their system for people to undergo all of this I just mentioned. So I think this is all I have for now. Probably when more questions come up, I can actually see what to add as well to this. So I don't know if Henry is here already. If Henry is not here, probably we will have to continue. Mazi, I don't know if you want to say something as well.
Well, thank you very much, Theodore. The you've made. I think your yes, your connectivity is still getting some issues there, but that's fine. When good things are about, when good things is about to happen, there are sometimes minor challenges here and there. But as you have said, there are procedures for these things to happen. One thing that everyone must note is that the the upsurge to get the PVCs is not in vain. It means, and it's very, very clear and very visible to the blind and audible to the deaf, that the youth, the Nigerian youth, the demography that controls the population of Nigeria is now awake. There was a time the youths were called lazy and docile, you know. But again, I believe the youths want to use their PVCs to say to those who have been oppressing them for long that enough is enough. And in doing that, that's why you can see that suddenly, the quest to get their PVC, because let no one kid you. Let no one tell you that your PVC is not worth anything. That PVC does not count. If it doesn't, why are they afraid? If anyone tells you your vote doesn't count, just slap them up. You know why? If your vote doesn't count, ask those who want to offer you money at the day of the election to cast your vote why they are paying you. Why are they paying for something that doesn't count? Why are they paying for something that is worthless? That means your vote is not worthless. And there is something that many Nigerians are not aware, and I will tell us this before Henry comes and takes over. In Anambra State election, the PVC system was used. That means if you're not electronically captured, that election is null and void. It happened in Amawbia, where after the ruling party in Anambra State had the edge, and at the collation center, none of those individuals were electronically verified because they said there was no network and the whole place was nullified. Now, the validation of that is going to happen with the upcoming Ekiti state election. The moment that happens, we are in for something good. That means Ekiti, if we are going to use the same beavers, and which I believe there is no reason for INEC to make that change because the law now states that that should be the case. The moment that happens, we have one more off-season election before 2023. That means in 2023, be it in Yenegua, in Anambra, in Ondo, in Bayelsa, in Sokoto, in Kaduna, in Birnin Kebbi, anywhere it is, you must vote electronically and your face will be captured. Now, for those of us who think that it does not matter, I tell you, it will begin to matter. Your PVC is the new deal in town. Try as much as possible, as Dr. Kyoto said before, do not, please, please, please do not register twice. Rather than you think you want to beat the system and register twice, if you have lost your PVC, simply go in and make a case that you've lost your PVC. I believe you need to go to the court and get an affidavit. You'll be issued a new one. If you think you're smart and you do twice, what it does is it invalidates the two. That means you'll be a man, a woman, a young chap, an old man, whatever you are, that has no PVC. And that is not what you want, because that will be in the new Nigeria that the youths are yearning to see. You will not be a partaker of one of those that created it or one of those that see it to come. So, Henry, are you there? Henry, are you able to come in now? Because obviously we are aware that Henry is having some network challenges.
Yeah, I just sent him a message now. I'm hoping that he joins us soon. Um. Okay. So he just sent me a message now saying, let me try and log back in. So probably in the next few minutes he's going to be joining us. So I just want to also chip in something as well. INEC has released a statement that there are thousands of people who haven't voted. Sorry, who haven't. I think there's an interference from someone.
No. It was. I just wanted to say something. For those of you who are not aware, the P2B support network is there, and there are a couple of jingles we have in Hausa, in Yoruba, in Igbo that on those platforms you can go and listen to them, download them, use them to make your ringtones. Be creative about it. If you want to remix it. We can have a remix challenge. Do with it with however you choose to. So, Doctor, if you don't mind, let's play the one of the jingles.
Sure, definitely. Mazi, are you playing the video? I can't hear anything from my end. I don't know if it's just me. Hello, Mazi, are you there? Okay. So just as we wait for him to play the video, as I said, there's something I also like to highlight, which is on the collection of our PVCs. The INEC organization that actually made a public statement that there are millions of people who haven't gone to collect their PVCs. Please and please, if you haven't collected your PVCs yet, if you know you were among those who registered in 2015 or 2019 and you haven't gone to collect your PVC, please make sure that you collect your PVC so that you'll be eligible to vote. There are millions of people who, after registering for their PVCs, they just forget to go collect the card when they are done. And also to let us know that it is not all about registering for PVCs as well. It's about also coming out on that very date to exercise your civic responsibilities. So there have been several reports that number of people who actually, if you look at the 2019 the number of people who actually voted, who registered for PVC in 2019, you find out that there were a huge number of people who actually didn't come out on that day as well to vote. So the end of this process is being able to register and also being able to use your PVC in voting on that day. I don't know if Mazi is available now.
Yes, I am. I don't know what happened. As I was playing that part of the jingle, something somewhat inaudible. So, but again, should I try again and see if it works?
Sure, please. Sure.
Somewhat, did we hear that for the intro?
No, no, I didn't hear anything. Are you using your cell phone to play it or using a different device?
No, I'm using the same device. Maybe that's the reason why it's not. Okay, so
Yeah,
we need to
yeah,
improve on that
that's the
technicality
reason.
there. But again, that's we have to I'll just go ahead. I'll quickly find a solution to that.
Okay, so thank you very much, Maz. While we wait for Henry to join us, I don't know if someone would like to say something. We would like to know your views, what has been happening on the grassroots in terms of your PVC registration. What are the challenges that you're facing, so that we can all come together and choose or come up with an idea on how we can go about it. So please, if you would like to make any contributions, please raise your hands up so I can add you up. Okay, I have Kelvin. Kelvin, if you can hear me, I think you can. Kelvin, are you still there? I just sent you. I just accepted your request. Okay.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Yeah, we can hear you. You can go ahead.
Oh, my name is Kelvin from Lagos. I don't know what the podcast is from. All right, so right here in Lagos, just a local government. I think we have a lot of movement. We have a lot of grassroots mobilization on getting your PVC, getting your PVC, and also sensitizing people on whom to vote for. We are very, very deliberate about our move. We're not beating around the bush without the talk right now. And, like a lot of people have been advising, some people are saying that because aggressive, without your supporters are that, and, they're just looking for me to create this and we shouldn't be part of that bill. So right here in the two local government, I reporting for my own ward and everything. PVC PVC restrictions is going on smoothly, but we have overwhelming crowd in all local governments, all piece of registration, and CBS. I think CBS closed yesterday or Saturday, so it's really getting hotter and hotter every day. But so far so good. That has been very very good. And we want to encourage other people as well, other local governments, other states. So please, always in your WhatsApp group, in your Telegram group, post the best available center for registration. So those information goes a long way. I don't need to post anyone I got from my Telegram group or my WhatsApp group of South support system. So please, if you have any information about it, please register in your local government around your ward. Don't hesitate to post in those WhatsApp groups. You don't know who will be reposting them for us to get information. So just to encourage us as well. God bless you, everybody. I'm reporting live from Ethiopia.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kelvin, for that information. Yeah, I think what you said is actually very right because I am currently in some groups and sometimes they send like a notice for people to go vote probably in this place or in this place. Like the PVC is actually running for people to go register for their PVC. So please, if you get some information, please share it with everyone. So those who are yet to get their PVCs as well, go get their PVCs. Okay, so now I think
Just sorry, I think sorry, please. Sorry, we need to get back to the order because Henry is back now. The guest speaker is here. Let's give him that chance. And before he does, let's welcome him from outside version.
Can I using the microphone? Can you use? Sorry, are they trying to play music or something?
yes, the music Mazi was talking about the jingle of P2B in I think in Yoruba, Hausa, and English and Igbo as well. So that was what he just played now. So here with me, we have Henry Shield, the one we've been waiting for. Henry, I don't know if you are able to talk now because you've been having some internet issues. I don't know if you are able to talk now, please. Oh.
Okay, so while we wait for co-host Henry to get into this conversation, can I just chip in something quickly?
Yeah, sure,
because,
please.
the INEC chairman is really hammering on this issue. You know, a lot of people had their registration even 2011, 2015, and 2019. And they actually maybe think their data is not on INEC database. So most of them are going to re-register. Trust me, they will not get PVC. All right, the system will automatically cancel that registration and make it null and void. So what they need to do, please We need to sensitize a lot of people as well. What they need to do, they need to go for validation, or they should use the link. I will, if I'm, I don't know if you guys are on any WhatsApp group. I will send a link for validation. Use that link to validate with your date of birth and everything to see if your data is still on, is still on the uh, if your sorry if your data is still on INEC database, and we believe so many data are still there. So many data are still there from 2011. I mean 2011. That is when the registration started. So 2011, 2015, and 2019. Please sensitize people. They might have done their registration, and if they go for a fresh registration, they will not get PVC. So please post it on your WhatsApp group, or your Telegram group, or your Peter or support group. Please post it. Let them go. Let them do validation first before they attempt another registration, because it's going to be null and void. And I think it's almost a criminal offense as well to also do that. So just try to validate. If your data, if it shows no record, that means you can re-register. Because during the first registration, which is 2011, a lot of data got missing. Maybe during, it wasn't really as solid as 2015. So some data might get missing, but just to be on the safe side, please go and validate with your date of birth and whatever, and you will see if your data is still on the INEC database. If not, then you can register. But if your data is there, just go to your local government where you did the registration and get the whole thing done again. Maybe you do a capture, I don't know, but you will surely get your PVC. So thank you very much. So just please share with all your WhatsApp, Telegram group, and your Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter handles about validation. Is very, very important so that we don't get it wrong almost by the time of election. Thank you, everybody. God bless you.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Okay, they can hear you. You can see what you want.
Okay, sorry. Good evening, guys. My name is Valiant. So, quick one to Kelvin. I registered since 2011, right? And I studied in Onitsha then, but now I'm in Lagos and I didn't get my PVC. I'm trying to see if there's a way I can like try and get it done here. I'm thinking of going to register, but only to what Calvin just said. I think I should just try and um do the verification stuff he just said. But the link to get it done, like I want to really do that. If he can help and drop the link and like
Okay, just let me
say
here.
that again.
Let
Okay,
me
okay,
DM.
I will.
And I will send the link to you. I'll just put the link out on one of those WhatsApp groups and send it to you.
Okay.
And if you are not on any of these, okay, you're in Lagos. What local government are you, sir?
I'm at Yaba right now.
Yaba.
Yep.
Yaba. Okay. All right. That's Yabo Igbo. All right. So I will add you to. I think there's a Telegram or WhatsApp group for Yaba. That local government over there. I think Yaba Igbo. I don't know, but I will add you to that Telegram WhatsApp group as well, so you can be getting and information on any movement on Peter will be support. All right, God bless you. Just do me a DM almost immediately, and I will
Okay,
link you up with
So I think the host is gone. Henry, I can see you are there. Henry, can you come up now, please? Henry, can you come up, please? While we're waiting for Henry to speak, Henry, are you there? While we are waiting for Henry to come up, who else want to say something before Henry comes up?
Yeah, I want to say something.
Go ahead.
Please, I would like to know because of here on Twitter, um, I'm pretty sure not everybody, out there is, active, much active here on Twitter. And another thing I want to ask is, this support group that goes all over the state. I would like to get a link on for the one in Enugu State because I'm from Imo State actually, but I live here in Enugu. So I would like to get a link on that so I can follow up with what is going on and information. Somebody said something about revalidation or of our voters card for those who have registered quite early because of some of the data might not be available at the INEC site. So all these things are information too, and have a lot of people that are not on Twitter that are into this movement too. People that are around me, I can always pass this information to. So I always asking if I can just get that link so we can all key in to that movement.
Thank you very much. I think the admin from this page would DM you on the. Sorry, can you mute, please? The admin on this page would DM you on the Enugu group. Also DM you on the general Telegram group for you to join. Now, Henry, are you ready? Henry Shield, you've been invited to speak. Can you accept and speak, please, Henry? Okay, while we are waiting for Henry, Engineer Paul Mokedi, please go ahead. Unmute and speak. Okay, Engineer Paul Mokedi is not there. Who else?
Hello, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead. Can you speak up, please? You're faint.
Yes, good evening, all. Can you hear me clearly now?
Hello, can
Yes, we
anyone
can hear you,
me?
but you're still faint. Okay, Henry, we can hear you now at last. So, Engineer,
Can anyone hear
hold on.
me?
Henry, go. Yes, Henry, we can hear you loud and clear now. Yes, we can hear you, Henry. We can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, but it's looking like a lot of people are disconnected because of me.
No, we can hear you now, Henry. Finally.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, go ahead, Engineer.
It seems that the Henry is not actually. Am I
Go
loud?
ahead, please. 1 minute. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yes, my name is Paul Walker. I'm currently in Lagos, Ikoto area. Yeah, I want to validate this P2B network group, Lagos branch, headed by one Paul Obazere. That is number one. Number two is there is an information put up regarding the selection of or election of those that will be able to coordinate some of the activities and campaign. So I want to know if that group or that subsequent group they are valid. And again, I want to also suggest for what I'm seeing currently. It's not everybody in those groups that are there to support that group. Some of them are spies, some of them are just there to scatter the group. So I want to appeal to anybody who is already part of such group. When you see people like what's happened this evening, somebody just posted pornography videos inside the group and it's causing issue. Let us be calm and allow the admin to be able to remove and handle the issue rather than us exit.
Be dependable at a time like this. And one of the things that I tell my own group is going forward, this particular government, this government that is in power, this Muhammadu Buhari APC led government, will do whatever is within its powers to frustrate every plan that decent, honorable, patriotic people have. So, yes, once in a while, you're going to have issues with network, you're going to have issues with a whole lot of things. That's your plan to frustrate, your plan to make sure that you get tired and you get disillusioned to the extent of saying, oh, I'm not even interested in that they could wake up one morning and ban Twitter. Would think they could wake up one morning and ban cryptocurrency. This kind of characters, this kind of men, they have no place in the 21st century Nigeria. I've been trying to log back in the last 20 minutes. I've tried different Wi-Fi's, and now I'm using an MTN line. I hope they don't yank me off my own line. I have two different MTN lines. If they do, we will continue. We're just not going to give up. So I'm just saying this to give a background that whatever happens, even if I have to spend just 20 minutes on this space, it's fine. Let's just pass the message. And what is the message? The message is that to deliver this country from its current predicament, from the mess it's been in since 1960, to save Nigeria, to have a country that you can be proud of, to have a country that you can defend anywhere in the world. This present sacrifice is not too much to make. Get your PVC, whatever it takes. Get that. You elections are this and that and that. Tell them it doesn't matter. Hold your PVC. Hold it. Have your PVC in your hands. Let them say whatever they want to say. Let them cajole you. Let them gaslight you. Let them do whatever it is they think that they can. Just hold your PVC. Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you now.
Okay.
You're back.
So going back to the issue of the PVC, a man rises up in your community, probably maybe a farmer or a teacher or just nobody, comes in, gets elected into a position in Nigerian political space, and in the next 1 year, is already erecting mansions in your own community. Okay, now what gives that man such leverage over you, who is a patriotic citizen, is the fact that the man can mobilize enough PVCs to either elect him, to keep him, or to perpetuate him in such an office. Whatever anybody wants to tell you, listen, when we get to the other bridge is ensuring that our votes count. We will cross that bridge. What is paramount today is that get that PVC first. See whatever it costs. Get your PVC first. Cannot emphasize this enough. There's no amount of English. There's no level of English or grammar that I can use to tell anyone how crucially imperative it is for you to be the owner of your own PVC. Now, certain electoral acts have been passed into law that are making it become daily, almost impossible for politicians to disregard the PVC. Okay, we haven't gotten to the Eldorado, but we are taking a step away from where we used to be, where you will vote in a polling unit. It goes to the ward, it goes to the local government, it goes to the state, and then so many manipulations are brought into play that sometimes you begin to ask yourself, in your polling unit, everybody voted for a particular party, but then when results are read, you're noticing that all your votes have been disqualified. We're getting to a level where you can vote and your vote is transmitted right from the polling unit to INEC server at the national. It cuts off all the middlemen, all the issues of politicians hiring thugs to cut away ballot papers and what have you. Listen, change will not happen if there is no deliberate and intentional decision by millions of Nigerians to, first of all, get hold of their PVCs. We saw what happened in Lagos a few days ago, where thugs had to invade the area where people were trying to register to get their PVCs. That is to show you, that action alone shows you that they are becoming jittery and they are becoming scared. If the PVC didn't matter, they wouldn't deploy their thugs. If the PVC did not matter or does not matter, they wouldn't bother spending resources deploying thugs to go and disrupt that process. So for the fact that they could create time out of all their schedule, whatever it is they do, to deploy people to go and disrupt that process shows you not just the sanctity of your PVC, but the importance of your PVC. And so far, we have how many? We have in the okay, the latest update on new PVC registration from the southeast. We have 554,625 from the southeast, which is totally poor, which is poor. I know that all southeast voters are not actually based in the southeast, but there's also the need to ensure that our people get their PVCs. The people who are getting get their PVCs. From the southwest, we've had 1,299,406 new registrants. South 1.5 million, northeast 890,000, northwest 1.3 million, north central 1.1 million, 959. Who have never voted in their entire lives. There are people who waking by the fact that Nigeria needs a new direction in 2023. When we beg people to go get their PVC, we're not begging them because we're asking them to vote for us. We're begging them because we are telling them that their own future, their own lives is in their own hands. Okay? In the UK, a member of parliament or anybody can misbehave, and immediately elections are conducted, and the voters determine if such a character should continue in office or not. Listen, when adequate or enough number of us get our PVCs, politicians will be scared of taking certain actions. You know why? Because now power leaves their hands. Their fate, their political futures are determined by our own actions as citizens, not just as citizens, but as voters. What we decide to do, what we decide to have, how we decide to go, where we decide to go as a people. So I beg again, I beg, I plead again, I plead again. If you need funds, if you need help, if you need phone numbers, if you need contacts to get registered, please reach out. If you're having troubles anywhere in Nigeria as of today, if you're having troubles getting your voters card anywhere, any local government, any ward, any state in Nigeria today, if you have any challenge getting registered, please reach out. What we can do is to lift each other's hands. What we can do is to hold ourselves going into 2023 and telling every politician, every single one of them, that Nigeria does not belong to the ruling elite. It belongs to the organizer. It belongs to the taxi driver. It belongs to the wheelbarrow pusher. It belongs to the tomato seller. It belongs to the woman frying akara in Onitsha. Do you understand what I'm saying? Power does not belong to those who benefit from our actions or inactions. It belongs to those who actually hold their PVCs. I believe I've taken quite a number of minutes to explain my thoughts about PVC, its collection, and the importance of everyone getting their PVCs. I will use the mic now and take questions, as many questions as are possible. As possible, please bring them on. I will take them. Dr. Theodore, please, will you the mic now? Hello.
Dr. Theodore, are you there?
Okay.
I think he's
Thank you
having
very
network
much.
issue.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, okay.
Can
Please
you
go
hear
ahead.
me?
Yes, we can hear. Yes,
Oh,
please.
okay. Thank you very much, Henry. This, as in, I don't even know what to start from. As in, when you were just saying everything you were saying, I was just having chills over my body because I think Nigeria is in a situation right now that we are actually having a new revolution. It's about to happen, like a political revolution that's happening right now, and it is really, really truly that the youth of Nigerians are actually coming out in mass to ensure that the for this new Nigeria that we're all talking about. Looking at what happened yesterday in Lagos, the youth, is it youth, the youth vote, the mega concert that happened yesterday. There were millions of people who turned out, and those millions of people actually turned out because they have their PVCs. So seeing that videos alone, how people came out, participated in the mega concert is a clear display of the revolution I'm talking about. That everyone is coming out to support. So thank you very very much. I just have one question to ask, if you don't mind, Henry. It's about because I saw recently where INEC posted something on their tweet about possibly extending the deadline for PVC registration. I don't know if you have any information about that. What
Yes,
what
yes,
do you
yes,
think
yes.
the ability on this regard?
We're expecting possible elongation of the registration period. INEC itself has seen the enthusiasm from Nigerians, and that's why I will keep encouraging you all, every one of you, every single person, whether you are a speaker on these spaces or not, whether you have 1,000 followers on Twitter or five followers, it doesn't matter. You are a Nigerian who deserves better. You are a Nigerian who should not wake up and be hoping. Okay, so yes,
Yeah.
we're discussing, and we are hoping that INEC will, in the next, if not tomorrow, by Tuesday or during the week, announce the extension of the registration period. People want to register. Okay, people are interested in registering. They have made that known. The INEC chairman was at an event a few hours ago where we look at it and we will do what is necessary. So to answer that question, yes, we are expecting INEC to make an announcement in the next few hours telling us that they
Okay, I think we've lost Henry. I don't know if you can hear me, Henry.
I can hear you clearly. I can hear you clearly.
Oh, okay. Okay. Very good. Thank you very much for that clarifications. I think I'm going to allow Somto. Somto, I don't know if you can unmute yourself and speak, please.
Okay, yeah. Good evening, everybody. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hello.
yes, please. Yes,
Okay.
please.
All right. Good.
Sure,
Okay.
sure, we can hear
I just
you.
want
Go
to
ahead. Just
add
brief.
to
Thank you.
what we are discussing at the moment. And the key thing I even want to say is, at this stage, we've seen that yes, people are really interested in this particular election like never before. And one of such persons is actually myself. All right. This would be, yeah, I've voted before. In fact, I even voted in the last election anyway. But I've never been interested in any election like I am at the moment. In fact, my funds have gone into, one or two background things and all that. Because for me, this is very important. We've come to that point that we've come to that point that if we don't do something very drastic, then we may not even have a nation that we might call our own in the near future. All right. So I think everybody really needs to sit up. If you look at what's happening on our timelines now, when people are just both APC, PDP guys, everybody are just saying, I think today Bashir was saying, who are the governorship candidates of Labour Party, this one on timeline. You just find out that everybody is scared. They're actually scared, all right? And some of those things they're saying is just they want to transfer their own fears to the people that want to get their PVCs to actually vote. All right, so let's sustain the energy. That's what I want to say. Let's sustain the energy. Then, secondly, let's not do assumptions. For instance, as a structural engineer, I have a project in the east. I stay in Lagos, and I came here for the project. And some of the workers I met on site, in fact, during the meetings, we just sit to talk first before everybody goes back to their work. And I'm telling them about PVC. And up till now, there are still people that believe that their votes would not count. So sometimes I find out that I would take like 30 minutes out of the work time to try to even tell people that, see, that the only reason why these guys could actually rig elections is because we don't vote. I always make that illustration. I say to them, if you have an office that you need 10 people to vote, and all the 10 persons are there, nobody will rig the election. But imagine where you have somewhere that you have about 10 persons to vote, and only people are there, 3 persons. Then they have 7 voters that they can use their numbers to actually rig. All right. So some of these guys still believe that these votes would not count. So let's continue the pressure. At least for the past 1 week, I'm sure I've got. In fact, there are guys that are going to that promise that are going to go for their registrations by Tuesday. Of course, in the east, they don't go out on Mondays. Some of them have promised that on Tuesdays they are going to go. The hotel where I stayed, I was talking to the guys working there. One of the guys, the first question he asked me is when I told him go and get your PVC and vote, he said, "How much are they going to pay me?" All right, so there are still people that reason this way. And after I talked to the guy, I said, if someone pays, if a politician pays you, the highest they can even pay them during voting days, I'm not sure anybody pays more than 1,000 or 5,000. I said, if someone pays you 5,000, and you vote for the person, it means you've sold your 4 years, for 5,000 naira. And we had to do some little mathematics. Then divide that by your 5,000. Divide the 5,000 by 365 days. Then divide by another 4. You just find out they are not even getting up to 100 naira daily. Is that enough for you to sell, your vote and all that? And after series of talk, and he also promised that he's going to be up, I think on Wednesday also, that he's going to go and get his PVC. So then something else I want to talk about, especially for the southeastern part of Nigeria. While Henry was talking, he talked about the low turnout, the low numbers from the southeast. And I'm sure all of us here on this space, we know why we have um, that low turnout. We are battling 2 things. Usually because of what has happened in the past, most people don't want to. But now everybody is being informed. So if there would be a way, I don't know, for someone. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear
Go
me?
ahead, please. I can hear you. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, okay. So someone like Henry, I'm sure he has that reach. All right, he's someone I've followed for quite a long time now. Um, Especially in the south, is there no way we can prevail on? I don't know who are responsible, especially the local governments, to improve the security.
So, Henry, if you may unmute and kindly take some of those questions that I've asked. Please, for those of you making comments, please stay within 1 minute because this space is not going to go on for too long. Henry, if you're there, please can you kindly take the floor?
Okay, thank you very much. Host, I think you mistakenly muted everyone. You need to watch your fingers and what it presses. So to take the question by the last speaker, I would like to say that just yesterday, I actually reached out to the leadership of a whole lot of uh, groups, especially those that I belong to in the southeast, Zuko, Muna, a whole lot of very vocal groups in the southeast, and the topic has been, what can we do? How can we support the effort by Nigerians to ensure that they get their PVCs? You understand? And I believe I've asked for the phone number of the President General of Ohanes Ndigbo. And now that you've talked about local government, I will check how many states have their local government structures in place. And as many as do, I would also reach out to governors. I would reach out to political leaders, leaders of thought, traditional rulers. We'll do that by tomorrow and enjoin them to support the desire by Nigerian people to have true change, not the fake change, not the fake change that we've seen, to have true change come 2023. And please give me from now till tomorrow. I will definitely, by this time tomorrow, I should have something to report back to the house. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for that contribution. I don't know if anyone is willing to say something else, or Henry.
Host, over to you, please.
Please. Yeah, can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Can you hear me, Mazi, Henry? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
we can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay. So thank you very much for that contribution. I don't know if anyone has anything to add. Okay, I have here Sunny. So Sunny, please unmute your mic and speak, please.
Thank you very much, Theory, for giving me this opportunity. What I want to make a comment with my brother in the southeast is this. The zeal, the zeal, and the synergy that you have for your candidate, which is Peter Obi. I just like the courage, but what the politics is local. What I'm trying to say, politics is local is this: you need to have a representative, someone who can lead you. I was stay here in the northern parts. I'm spacing here in Kaduna, right here in Kaduna, and I said, and I said it time without number. A lot of you can't even find out or seen it one agent of, what do you call it, Labour Party agent. You can't even find out. You see a poster that's circulating in the north that this is okay, this is our people, or this is Peter Obi. We can only see on social media, either from the Facebook or in the Twitter. And let me speak something about this, my brothers in the southeast, that about the PVC. I'm not trying to being biased or being tribalist on the issue about the INEC extension of PVC. If it is in the northern part now, the whole media or the whole southern will be clamoring. They want to manipulate because it's their brothers, the INEC chairman or whatever this thing. Now, you see, it's from their turn now. What really happened in Lagos? If you can see the crowd, good good thing. We give them kudos. Let everybody have PVC, no matter what. Me, for me, I don't have any candidate, either from Atiku or Tunumbu or what do you call it, Peter Obi. All I need is good governance. If you can come from the south, whether you are a Christian, I'm a patriotic Nigeria, all I just need a good governance. So that is my take for that for now. And lastly, the point I'm trying to make now is this about you're selling your candidates to so-called, if you want to get presidents in Federal Republic of Nigeria once, you must have 25% by each state. And Labour Party, I don't think they can be able to maybe cover like even 10 states. You need to get 25% in more than 25 states covered to Nigerian land. That is on INEC rules. Everybody have aware and everybody know that. And you know, in the northern part now, we have like 19 states in the north. There's no way you can find either, everybody know that it is a governor is determined of his state. A governor determine his state. We can't indeed we have 36 states, including federal capital, that is 37. There is no any Labour governor that's being elected as a governor of Labour Party. And you know, in the northern part now, we have like 14 APC member, 5 PDP. That is maybe correct. Yeah, 5 PDP. Why in the eastern part, your own place, that is eastern part, more than five, more than four PDP members. How are you going to cope to sell the idea of other people that okay, this is Peter Obi? I be seeing people on social media, Peter Obi, yeah, he be having some numbers voting Peter Obi, Peter Obi. You cannot find it here in the north. I was running about since last week from Kano to Kaduna, Jigawa, Bauchi. Nobody said Peter Obi. I like his ambition. I like you people the way you sell Peter Obi. What Peter Obi this, Peter Obi that, Peter Obi this. But let him try. I think from my own view, not this time 2023. In my own view, let him try, maybe give a trial in 20, maybe 27. It can be coming up because politics of Nigeria and history, politics of Nigeria, it can't just become from one day you jump, you want to rule Nigeria. Look at what really Buhari from he contested like 3 to 4 times before he became a president. Or look at this PDP presidential aspirant too again. Atiku Abubakar, he'll be back
himself as an ethnic candidate. Peter B is bringing himself as a Nigerian candidate. So getting your PVC and some others about this social media. People saying PVC, they're not saying guys, it's just not like they want to blackmail you. They are going to throw everything at you. But my consolation is those who are smart will understand that these people who are saying all this that they are saying were the ones who campaigned for Buhari. So they have nothing to talk about that is worth me listening to. I mean, if you could go out, stand under the sun to vote for a Buhari, I don't have any business engaging you. There's nothing intellectual that I can get from you. If all your intellect, if all your education and your exposure, and the only candidate you could deem fit to campaign and vote for was Buhari, my brother, there's a way that I regard people like that. I don't waste my time with them. I don't dissipate energy with them. Please let us continue. Nigerians, go get your PVC. Please go get. Listen, it's the first stage. We've not even getting your PVC is not the Eldorado, but it gives you the legitimacy. It gives you the right to make certain demands. Get the PVC. If you don't have PVC, you can't complain about. Okay, look at Abuja. We've been having fuel crisis for more than 6 months. This is the capital territory of Nigeria. Nigeria is an oil producing country. We have been having fuel crisis for the past 6 months. Not one person has deemed it fit to engage Nigerians and tell them this is the challenges we're facing, this is what is going on. Okay, give us 2 weeks, give us 1 week, we will sort it out. Nobody, you know why? Because they believe they could always manipulate, like someone said earlier on. If you have 10 staff in your office and there's an election and the 10 of them are available, the rigging will be impossible. Exactly. Get your PVC and be ready beg us. I don't want us. This one is from here. Please, we are looking for a Nigerian president that will solve the Nigerian problem and challenges. Thank you very much.
Dr. Theodore, are you there?
Dr. Theodore, are you there?
Well, if Dr. Theodore is not there, we are rounding up now because I don't know. I think his internet is still giving him some issues. And again, to agree with what my brother Henry said, my good brother from, Sunny, I thank you very much for your participation this evening. To your last question, if the Southerners are coming out because Peter Obi is in the books, I agree with Henry. Peter Obi is not a Southern candidate. Peter Obi is a Nigerian candidate. Now, also, you may have a larger number of people who came out to collect their PVC in the South. For instance, it will also be unfair to say that Lagos, for instance, is having that large number because of Peter Obi. No, recall that Tinubu also is a Southerner and he is from Lagos. It could be there are various intricacies that makes the surge that we saw. However, all these candidates that are and have emerged are all Nigerian candidates. If Nigerians 2 years ago never believed in the process, one thing you are probably missing is that those who now believe in the process could be doing so having seen that there is a system called Beavers that says you cannot or you will not be allowed to vote if we cannot capture your face, your fingerprint. Again, like Henry said before, those who then tell you not to get your PVC, or when you have issues with those getting your PVCs, you then ask yourself, if a man is telling you not to get your PVC, why is that same individual willing to pay for someone who has PVC if they tell you that PVC doesn't count? And let no one make this mistake. If a man tells you, well, those supporting certain candidates, they are only online, well, you can see how online is translating to physical meetings. However you dice it, one thing is very clear. 2023, give or take, Nigeria will see a new dawn. And that new dawn is not because it just happens by accident, but Nigeria has a wide array of young Nigerians, vibrant, intelligent Nigerians, young, who are saying, well, let's not leave these the way of the old, because if we do, they may likely have no nation that they'll call home. So they are coming out en masse, irrespective of what they are being told, to say enough is enough. It is time to take back their country before it is too late. And if the host is here, Dr. Theodore, if you're there, please, as we are rounding up, you may take the last lap. Let's quickly round up and close this space. Dr. Theodore, are you there? Dr. Theodore, are you there? Okay, so since Dr. Theodore is not there, Henry, if you may please kindly, your closing remark, then we will call it a day.
All right, thank you very much. And once again, let me genuinely appreciate everyone who has taken out time, resources to step out, to encourage people to personally get their own PVCs and to also encourage others to do. It is your country. It is your country. By virtue of God's grace, I've had instances where, what do you call it? I've had instances where I've had interactions with leaders of the country. These people are disconnected from the streets. They are totally disconnected from the streets. I will not want to mention names, but you see the road from Abuja to Lokoja, Lagos to this one, Ibadan, this one, this one. That is not their concern. That is not their worry. Their worry is the next shipment. Their worries are the next girls to come in from South Africa, to come in from Yaki. Their worries are the next oil license to be gotten. Their worries are, oh, the budget to be released. Their worry is not what worries you. We just need an environment that encourages entrepreneurship. We need an environment where I do not have to run generator for 24 hours in a day. I need an environment where I am not scared. As I'm talking to you, remember my family is on our way back from the north to me in Abuja. No flight. I cannot sleep until she's here. It's just at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning. I have to be awake. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a country. This is not how a country is run. One individual was caught with 80 billion and another 90 billion. Billion, not million. Billion naira. That will solve a lot of issues. No leadership, nobody is our guy. As citizens of Nigeria, we need to decide, do we want to redirect the movement of this country? Do we want to have a country where your passport does not become a curse? You go to even a West African country and they treat you like, listen, it's your job. We have so much to do. I am every day happy to come online and see people doing different things, different programs, different events. You understand? To encourage people to step out and vote. God bless each and every one of you. Posterity will judge you kindly. Nigeria will be fair to you. The ground of this nation will favor you. Thank you so much. And for everyone who from this night work on getting their PVCs, may God bless you. Thank you all so much. And thank you for having me as your guest on these spaces. I believe we will do more of this as time goes on. Thank you so much. Peter, please, you have the mic.
Thank you very much. Thank you once more, Henry, for being a very wonderful guest this evening. And once more, we must apologize to all of us as the network, obviously, Nigeria happened to the internet connections. But again, we believe that in a new Nigeria, these things will be better, that internet will work as it does work like in countries like Singapore and Malaysia and even in Dubai, where, other places. Now, having said that, now the essence of this evening is to encourage each and every one of us, those who haven't received or rather those who haven't gone to register for their PVC, to please go and get their PVCs. Irrespective of who you are going to vote, you're going to vote party A, B, C, D, E, F. It doesn't matter. It is your right to vote anyone that you want to vote. But the campaign is for you to go grab your PVC, because that is the only thing that is going to give you that right to make that decision against all odds. However, this platform is P2B Support Network, is the foremost P2B Support Network or support group that believes in the candidacy of Mr. P2B and believes that he is the best to get the country out of the quagmire. Hence, in his speeches, he believes that if you give him your vote and elect him, he is going to get this country working from consumption that we are today, a country of over 200 million that has abundant natural resources beneath the soil given by the Creator. Yet, we are not intelligent enough to put them into finished product.
we only consume. Isn't that a shame that a country like Nigeria would extract oil, send to another country that does not have oil? They will refine and bring back finished product to us. Isn't that, isn't that something of it's really disgusting to note that in the modern day and age, Nigeria will be doing something like this. Now, for many people who are saying how would they join the P2B support network, if you go to www.peterobisupportnetwork.com, you will find the informations there, how you can fill in the form if you want to become a volunteer, if you want to become part of your state or your local government, you fill in that form, someone will get back to you. If, especially those of you in diaspora and in Nigeria, if you want to donate to ensure that this dream becomes a reality, there is an account with Keystone Bank. The account name is Peter Obi Support Network. The account number is 10125 28032. Keystone Bank in Nigeria. Now, this account is verified and authentic. The principal, or rather the people managing this account, are all known to His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi. You bear in mind, anyone who works with him closely, you know that the way he is prudent with money is the way every single kobo that is donated to this account will be managed the same way, because there is no room and there is no room for anything unnecessary to happen. Once more, everyone, you are tuned to P2B Support Network Twitter space, and our guest today is Henry Shield. Henry, once more, thank you for being a very fantastic guest and all the things you have said. And we can only conclude by saying, please go ye to the world and ensure you get your PVC. On that note, we'll say good night, everyone, and join us next week. Next weekend, we will have another guest. These conversations must continue. Thank you, everyone. Once more, good night. Bye. Hello. Kesika internet gisi emezika third world content.
I don't just understand. Imagine I'm a co-host and I can't even speak. I was trying, I don't even know. You guys called me and I was even speaking and I couldn't even hear anyone listening to me. I just don't know what happened, honestly. I feel really.
Now, wow. Really bad. So, because I was supposed to join another meeting, this thing was to open the thing for you and go. So I ended up moderating the whole thing.
Don't worry. Probably this is